There we are. Lovely. So I'm showing my screen and I want people to be able to fall in love with rest, sleep, and relaxation. Thank you so much for coming to our weekly sleep clinic to help us all sleep and rest and relax better. My name is Yewande. My company name is Natural Fragrance Company, and I love helping people rest and relax. I haven't met some of you before, and I have met some of you as well, but I thought I'll talk about myself quickly. I have a psychology degree, and also I have certificate in education, post-compulsory for adults. And I've had a 25-year career in IT, and I worked in systems analysis, database management, training, project management, consultant, and contractor. And I have lots of skills which I was being able to be used in my company. Things like project management, organization, research. And I formulated lots and lots of different types of products. I've got relaxing range of natural solutions. I do workshops and I inspire loads and loads of people I make to relax. And I also qualified to do hand and foot massage as well as sleep consulting. And my company has grown from strength to strength, and I have lots of testimonials, including some which I'm going to read next. Some of the testimonials are amazing because people are so kind and they say things that helps them. And also, the people I work with are action takers. They take action so that they can help their families and their friends and themselves. So, from Paul, I supplied his family with wonderful products for many years, and my sprays and creams are excellent quality and then 100% natural. And his daughter found the lavender spray, and the lavender helped relax and concentrate during exams, which can be quite stressful. And they're really grateful because they say they can't thank me enough for looking after them over the years. So my company's been going for about 11 years, and a lot of people I know have stayed with me all those times, which is amazing. I'm very, very grateful. And Caroline from West London, she loves the sleep spray and she had a really good night's sleep. And she also had avocado lip balm as well. And then I've got Julie in Chiswick. She bought the spray and she just used a little bit, and it's very calming and restful and helps her sleep well. So by people using different sprays, it can help them sleep and rest and relax. And then another lady called Liz, who used to live in Pinner, she says the lavender spray, which is the most popular, is very, very gorgeous. She uses it on her pillowcases and sheets, and she sprayed it on her pillow just before bedtime. It's concentrating, it smells lovely and heavenly, and she puts it a scent in a bottle, which is really nice. And I've got really good people who I work with. And this lady from Enfield called Hillary, her son, a teenage son, sprayed it, and he was having trouble with his sleep patterns, and he's sleeping really well now, thank goodness. She's very pleased. He sprayed the lavender spray every night, and he's sleeping all night from 11 till about 9, and he's really happy with himself. And yeah, I'm really happy that she can able to do that. And I've got lots of many more testimonials in my website. But I wanted to really talk about today help songs and artists that help us rest and relax. And what we can do is we can listen to the music when we're getting ready to go to bed. And we can also listen to music softly while we're in bed with an old, like I use an old iPhone, that so I don't want to scroll on my normal phone, so I can concentrate on sleeping. So we've also got Shirley coming in. I'll just admit her. Excuse me, but while I do that, excuse me. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're in a calm mode to enable us to sleep, rest, and relax. So a lot of these songs put us in that kind of relaxation mood. What we want to do is we want to calm ourselves so that our adrenaline isn't pumping. We kind of deep breathing, do things a bit slower as we're getting ready for bed. And one of the songs I really enjoy listening to is by a lady called Melody Gardot. And it's a song about, and it's called Good Night. And it just helps me to kind of relax, and it puts me in a good mood for sleep and rest. Because when we go to sleep, we don't just like sleep. Some of us do, but we kind of go into relaxation mood. We kind of calm down. Our breathing naturally deepens and is slower, and we do things that are kind of conducive to rest and relaxation. And it's just really nice to be able to choose songs we like. You might not like that song. I'm just choosing some of the songs I enjoy, and I encourage and inspire you to do so, to put you in that relaxation mood when you need it. And also, these songs can be played if you think you need a nap and you're sleepy tired during the day. You can just put the song on and kind of have a little rest. And when we do have a nap, it should be maybe 20 minutes or an hour to an hour and a half. I think an hour and a half would be a nice time to be able to have a rest during the day, because you have the full sleep cycle. And if you don't have an hour and a half, you can have 20 minutes. So you're going into the first cycle of sleep and you're getting a rest. So we can plan our sleep, rest, and relaxation so that we can get the most out of it. So that's one of the kind of music and the tracks I actually recommend. The next one is by it's a piano song, and it's Simply Sati by this guy called Michael Dulin. And I like listening to that because it's hasn't got any kind of words in it, and it's just really lovely, beautiful, and it kind of reminds me of really beautiful hills and relaxing waterfall, and it's just really nice. It puts me in that kind of, my mind in a kind of like a restful mood, and it's just really lovely to be able to listen to that. It's just really lovely, and I think about nice things, and it's kind of like a mental rest for me. So these songs are able to put us in a kind of like an emotional rest state, a mental rest state, getting us ready for better quality sleep, rest, and relaxation. Another song I really like by Stan Getz. Again, it hasn't got any words. It's music, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Appassionado, and it's just really relaxing, and it's really beautiful to really listen to it, and it kind of helps me feel, the glass is half full. It's just really nice, and it's just one of those things that, I mean, if you have any suggestions, put them in the chat of other songs that we can listen to, and we can check them out. I'm hoping that my son will make this um, like a nice music list that we can click on YouTube, and I can send that round. I can send that to Mahalia, and she can kind of disseminate it to everyone. So yeah, this is another song I really like listening to because it just puts me in a good mood. I can tap my hands gently, can, nod my head, and it's just really nice, and it's kind of peaceful and restful. Another song I really like is by one of my favorite artists is Van Morrison, and Van Morrison is one of those people that is he kind of, there's a song for every occasion almost with Van Morrison. If you're happy, there's a song. If you're not so, if you want to contemplate, there's a song. But the one I like listen to is So Quiet in Here, because when we're thinking about sleep song, the song about sleep, and to be calm and relaxed and rested, we want to be quiet, and we want to have a kind of a quiet frame of mind. And it's not good to have too loud songs, because you want to kind of calm down. The stress hormones are less, the more of the positive, relaxation hormones come in. As I said, we do things slower. We put ourselves in a good mood. We're grateful. We think about having kind of like a nice atmosphere. One of the ladies I speak to, she's a volunteer at a food bank. She really likes having all the lights dim around about 7 o'clock, because she finds that she's calmer, and it puts her in a kind of a nice mood. So that's one of the songs I like, because it talks about being quiet in here, being restful in here, being, having the right frame of mind, having the right emotions, not being too kind of agitated, putting ourselves in a nice quiet mood so that we can gain the most from rest, sleep, and relaxation. And also going into sleep with an intention of having quality rest, of an intention of making sure we activate our sympathetic nervous system, which comes on automatically when we go to sleep. But if we can do things to enable us to do that, it's really, really nice to be able to kind of, you know, we prioritize sleep. We do our, what's in our power to help us sleep, rest, and relax. We kind of have deeper, quieter kind of atmosphere so that we can think about how we can sleep. What can we do to get the most out of sleep? So one of the books I've recommended um, by Colleen Epsby, I hope I'm saying it right, is about making sure that we kind of have a time of sleep, rest, and relaxation. So he recommends that 2 hours before we go to sleep, we start getting ready for sleep. This may not work for all of us because we may make it an hour or an hour and a half, but at least we're doing things to enable us to signal to our brain that it's time we're getting ready for sleep. So we can maybe dim the lights, as my friend said, not have any screen time, make sure that we get ready our clothes for bed, comfortable clothes for bed, make sure our bed's ready, make sure that for me, I make sure I've done the washing up, I've cleared the tables, I make sure some windows are open and some windows are closed. I make sure that some clothes are up so that they can hang at night. I brush my teeth, I comb my hair, put my moisturizers on. So all the things I do before I go to bed. I make sure that I put a nice smell on my pillow, and then I try and make sure I go to bed by a certain time, a time that works for me, and it's kind of time be a regular time. And then I make sure my alarms are on. I've got 2 alarms in the morning. I double check they're on. And if I'm going somewhere in the morning, I make sure my clothes are ready or my bag's ready. So it's like I'm doing everything I can to make sure that I have, all my, if I have any thing I'm thinking about, I write them down. So I'm putting myself in the best mode I can to kind of concentrate on sleeping. The passage to on my side of the bed is clear so that if I need to wake up in the middle of the night, I do that and everything's clear. I try not to eat or drink anything 2 hours before I go to bed so that and then empty my bladder before going to bed. So there's a lot of things I do before going to bed so that when I'm finally ready for bed, I know I've done a lot and I have a checklist as well. So those are the kind of things we can do to help us to sleep, rest and relax. So there's some more songs I've got which I was going to recommend. I really like a song by Anita Baker called You Bring Me Joy because it's kind of very uplifting and it's also calming at the same time. And you're thinking of wonderful people in my life that bring me joy. My friends, my family, people who care about me. It's just really nice to be able to listen to a song about that. And another nice group I like are called Manhattan Transfer. And I really like this song called Mellow Tone. And it kind of puts me in that kind of mellow mood. Another person I really enjoy listening to is Eva Cassidy. She's got a lovely voice, and I like her rendition of Time After Time. There's loads of people who've covered Time After Time, who was first sung by Cindy Lauper. I think I found about 200 different people covering her, but I particularly like her rendition because I find it very calming and restful. And again, I like Ricky Lee Jones, which is my last recommendation on this list. And I like her song called Night Train. It's really beautiful song, and it's kind of very melodic. And there was one time where I put it on a tape. The whole tape had that song because I was really rested by listening to that. It's lovely. So yeah, that was when we had tape, but now we've got all MP3s and all different things. But yeah, so those are the songs I wanted to share with you to help us rest, relax, and be calm. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and let me know. But I may be able to help further with my sleep clinic. We're back on the 7th next year. We've got a 2-week break at 1 o'clock, 7th to the Tuesday. We've got a 2-week break. So hope you have a lovely time over Christmas and happy New Year as well. And then I've got a stress to rest in 6 weeks. It's about 30 working days for people to be able to get into that mood every single day. And if we do stuff every day, for a minimum of 3 weeks, it becomes a habit. So my stress to rest is helping us develop habits. And also I have one-to-one people talk to me, and I help them. People can order from my website. I can do education slots, and I can invite guests to talk about different things. I can send people sleep tips. If they don't like save the chat, I can send things. I can send things to Mahalia and Restless. I want us to actively look after our wellness, and sleep is quite a big part of it. Sleep enables us to do different things. So when we sleep, our brain is quite active. It helps us consolidate our memories. It does a lot of detoxing of our brains. It does a lot of repair work, so that if we don't sleep, we're more likely to have colds and things. So when we sleep, our brain is actively repairing different parts of our body. And our brain is one of those things that sometimes, we sometimes neglect. But so by sleeping, we can kind of enable our brain to function better in the future. So I've talked about different types of music we can listen to, songs as well as music pieces, so that we can rest and relax. And I want us to take small steps to sleep even better, including enjoying relaxing music. I want to invite any suggestions, any questions, any comments, so that we can, all of us, be accountable, to say that, oh, this is what I've done, this was what helped. I want us to be able to help each other, encourage each other to sleep, rest, and relax. So thank you for listening. So I'm just going to stop the share now. And also, I think I'll also stop the recording so that people can watch this recording later. Stop recording, excuse me.